Hi everyone, welcome to week 1 of Concepts in Computing. In this video I will be giving you a brief overview of the week, the content that we'll be covering, and the assignments that you will be completing and submitting. This week we will be setting up our development environment. The development environment is a set of tools, files, and programs that we will be using to develop, manage, and share our code. Depending on the language that you use and where you are working, your development environment might contain numerous and various things. There are some jobs where professional developers spend days or weeks simply setting up their environment. Our development environment will include the following tools and technologies: Python 3, Bash, Visual Studio Code, Git, and GitHub. Python 3 is a program and a programming language. The programming language is a set of words and syntax that can be interpreted as commands by the computer. The program is an interpreter that converts the code into machine language commands that can be executed by the computer. Bash is a command line interface that will allow us to issue commands in a text format to the computer. You can also use the Z shell, as many of the commands will be very similar. However, all of the instructions for the class will assume you're using Bash. Visual Studio Code is a combination text editor, file explorer, and terminal. It is also known as a lightweight IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. An IDE allows you to connect all of the components of your development environment in one program. If this is confusing, I would recommend using a text editor like Atom instead. Git and GitHub are frequently confused with each other. Git is a program that manages versions of a collection of code or repository. Basically, think of it as a track changes in Word or Google Docs. You can also use Git to create various branches of code, but we'll not be dealing with that in this program. GitHub, on the other hand, is a remote site for sharing your repositories. Think of it like Dropbox or Google Drive. You push your repositories from your local computer to this remote repository where you can keep them, share them with your team, or with the general public. The work for this week is guided by the following learning outcomes: learning the basics of Bash, setting up your development environment, setting up Git and your GitHub account, and reflecting on your personal experience with computers. The first major component of your work every week will be the readings. Each week there will be readings to complete, and that reading is where you'll be getting the content matter for this class. I strongly encourage that you complete the reading prior to attempting to do the assignments. The readings are designed to prepare you for the assignments, and if you do not do the reading first, you'll likely struggle with the assignments. You will read a chapter this week from Python for Humanists, my book, and you will read several articles on the history of computing and computational thinking. The final article is optional, but strongly encouraged. Once you've completed the readings, you'll be ready to start your homework, which is here. For Lab 1, you'll be submitting screenshots combined as a single PDF showing that you have set up the development environment. Then for Lab 1.1, you will sign up for a GitHub account and learn Git. When you sign up for GitHub, make sure that you take advantage of the GitHub Student Developer Pack. It gives you a free subscription to GitHub Pro along with many other useful free things. Finally, you'll be interacting with your peers in Discussion Post 1. I want to take a moment to describe the discussion, as this will be a key component of the course while we are running asynchronously. The discussion will ask you to post and respond to your peers' posts. These posts and responses should be extended and thoughtful, and I will give you bonus points if the discussions seem to be particularly fruitful. On the other side, I will add some more specific requirements to future discussions if I feel like people are not putting forth the effort. So that's about all for this video. Have a great week, and please let me know if you have any questions.